Okay. Okay. I'm back. I'm recording. Okay, so... And you don't... If you have not been following me... Well, I'm sure you haven't been following me. My monitor... I was on a roll. I was on a roll with this game, and then my monitor broke. So it's been kind of hard to play. And so it's been 5 days, I think? 5 days since I played. And I'm currently playing this without a second monitor, which makes this much more difficult. I'm just playing this on my laptop, and I cannot see my OBS. I can only trust the little light that's right here next to where my finger just went to trust that the game is actually recording. But I'm going to play. So last time I got my ass... Well, we did a bunch of bosses. In the last 2 episodes, we did a bunch of bosses. All of them were themed around 2 of them. We fought 2 snakes, and we crushed it. We fought 2 monkeys, and we got our asses kicked. We fought a 2-headed dog, and we crushed it. And then we fought against 2 copies of ourselves, and that one was pretty tough. And we're gonna have to go do that one again. In light of like me losing a lot, is struggling with some of the bosses, and also in light of there's been some Twitter discourse about the upcoming Tales title. Some series veterans are very disappointed with it, which is an amazing feat considering it's not out yet. And I don't even think the demo's out for another week. But, you know, to be fair, I don't watch... I make a point of not watching a lot of footage before the game comes out. So, you know, maybe there's been sufficient game footage to make... to judge. But they seem very sure that this game is too much of a departure, and it ruins everything that they loved about the series. And there was a recent Twitter thread documenting one such example of that happening. By the way, I think it's kind of people are looking for this, because before we had, like 2 years ago, when we got the first tiny little snippet of gameplay footage, people were already saying this, and I think they've been looking for excuses for this to be proven correct for a long time. That was close. I kind of saved myself. I just got a lucky roll that didn't kill me. Anyway, I guess there's been some footage that shows that, like, bosses don't stagger in this upcoming game. And that is proof that the Tales series has, like... this is bad. What are these guys weak to? Water? Okay, well that's good, because I can... I just died instantly. I'm just waiting for Micleo. I'm just gonna wait. Oh, right. Okay, hold on. I'm just loading save and leaving. I actually just remembered. Shit. Can I please tell me I can go to a town now? Okay, that's okay. I remember the reason why I backed out last time I was recording. It was because I had no items. And I wanted to leave. I remember... I think that does it. Let's buy a couple All Divides and arcane bottles too. Why not? Yeah, but there's a suspicion, because the guard button has been removed. There isn't a guard button in which one is it? This one? I don't remember what save point I was at. Yeah, it was this one. Okay, so Tales of Arise, the upcoming title, doesn't have a guard button. Instead, it's just been replaced with dodging, which has already been a change that Zestiria and Berseria have been moving towards. But they're really going all in on it. And only one character whose gimmick is that they can guard. That's the only character who can guard. In addition to that, bosses not staggering, which again is something that they've been moving towards. Now bosses stagger only under certain circumstances. Why am I just dying instantly? I mean, I'm clearly playing incorrectly. I'm doing something. I'm just rusty and unprepared. Wait, what the hell is happening? I'm getting camera diffed. Sorry, I had to focus because apparently I'm just dying a lot. Alright. Is this wolf not gonna is just gonna stand there and body block me? Okay. Nicleo, can you tag in, or are you just you're committed to just sitting there? And I can't see shit, so I can't dodge. Okay. All right. Just barely salvaged that. Okay. I'm never gonna finish this train of thought. The train of thought is that... Oh yeah, that the games are being sort of... streamlined, because now bosses don't stagger, so... and you can't block, so you're just basically playing it like Dark Souls, where, you know, you hit the boss a couple times and then you dodge, and then you hit the boss a couple times and then you dodge, and it's no longer about like chaining long combos. That's the claim that's being made. I am just playing like shit right now, I guess. And a lot of people have kind of rightfully called these out, like they're being weirdly nitpicky about like what info they are basing their opinions on. Like, stagger is gone, but there's an equivalent mechanic that has replaced what we have known as stagger, that functions in a similar way. You know, they're just sort of nitpicking. And I am kind of like sympathetic to their cause. Like, that's not true. I'm not, actually. Oh my god. Okay, and now use your thing. Use your fucking thing. Use your fucking thing so I can kill them. Thank you. Don't say that. Yeah, don't say that. The point, I guess, where they cannot focus. I think this is just a pretense for saying, like, I don't know, I am sympathetic to people who think that that the recent games have been headed in a bad direction. I do really like them, and I think a lot of people really like them. But it's definitely different. Like, this game and Zestiria both are different. They emphasize different things. They play differently. That is not something that I can or am interested in, like, denying. I would say I would say it's that they're emphasizing different things. You know, they have not changed the fundamental core. They're just, you know, they're saying we're going to be less about this and more about this. When both of those things are long-standing features of the Tales game's identities, you know. I don't know. I don't want to get too much into that. There's really no one this is going to be good on, so I'll give it to Lila or Edna. Edna. Let's give it to Edna. Because I'm never coming back here, so... Does that make sense? No. What's the... There we go. Wait. Oh, there it is. Yeah. That's what I wanted. I'm really... kind of beating around the bush. The basic point that's being made is that, you know, things are changing in not a good way. They're trying to make the series more popular by abandoning the things that made the series good and trying to just homogenize it to be like every RPG in the world or something, I guess. Which is maybe true. I don't really play enough JRPGs to know if that's has any merit to it. Anyway, I saw some people sort of... This argument that has been happening on Twitter has gotten some pushback. Like, it's not something that people universally think is the case. And people have pointed out that that these changes are not all that different from the way the game is always, like, bosses have always had means of avoiding stagger. The counter argument is, I've seen people say, like, Edna, thanks for not using the spell on me that makes it so that I don't get slowed anymore. Slow is so punishing. But sort of like, it might be this, if this, basically people are saying, okay, you know, a lot of people, we say we hate these changes. People say, these changes are acceptable, we don't hate them, they're fine changes. And and the counter to the counter is, if you find these changes acceptable, you just like you're okay with just playing the game like a scrub and just kind of button mashing and not engaging with the core mechanics. Because this is destroying the core mechanics of the Tales series. And if you cared about those, you would be mad about these changes. And ironically, I don't completely disagree. Like, I do play these games kind of like a scrub. I wouldn't even disagree with that statement. In that, like, basically the reason I'm bringing any of this up is because I feel obligated a bit to defend myself to these anonymous people on the internet. And basically to say that, you know, the amount that I play Tales games is not really sufficient for, like, a full... I have to just fight these here. I fucking hate this area, by the way. It's very annoying having to fight a lot of very fast enemies in very close quarters. But it's going okay now that I'm, like, knowing what to expect. And I'm warmed up a little. Oh yeah, but that's sort of my point, is that, you know, I play this game 1 or 2 hours, 3 times a week. And I usually am playing these games, like, one time. I might replay them a couple years later, but I'm not playing multiple... And I'm not usually playing... I do sometimes play on harder difficulties, if not the hardest, but that's not the... I wouldn't say that's, like, the main way I play the game. Or the games, if we're talking generally about the Tales series. You know, these are all... You do the... Oh, shit. I was pressing the wrong button. That's the one I wanted to press. Okay, I'm totally fucking lost. I'm trying to switch Lila so that she does that. Okay. That works well enough. This is a prime example. I do not play this game often enough. It's not that I'm not engaging with the core mechanics, it's just, you know, I take breaks from these games. And I play for small intervals of time where, like, I kind of have to relearn the game almost every time I pick it up. And a consequence of that is not that I can't engage with the core mechanics, or not even the core mechanics. It's not that I can't engage with the complex mechanics, but it is the depth to which I engage with them is limited. I'm not practicing combos. I'm not farming for the optimal equipment. I feel comfortable saying that I don't do that without feeling like I'm incorrectly experiencing this game. Jesus, that room sucks. That room fucking sucks. Why are they still chasing me? Get out of the way, guys. You know, I think if there's... It seems a bit like the objection is that there are multiple ways to sort of enjoy this game, and that one maybe is being favored over another, and that is the one that I would wager, and I think probably the developers would also wager, is the way that the majority of people play games, which is, you know, not marathoning, having slightly limited engagement with some of the more complex mechanics. No, I wouldn't say I don't. There are definitely things in this game that I under-engage with. But I would not say I don't use them. Maybe I do. Maybe there's stuff I don't fucking know about at all. Or stuff that I know about but I completely misunderstand. It's possible. But you know, I'm here. I'm playing the game. I'm enjoying it. Sometimes I cheese things a little bit. Because I don't have time to practice, basically. Like, I learned a new battle action. Attack step? Use attack judgment. I'm kind of just curious about that. More than actually wanting it, I'm curious about it. Ooh, that's very cool, though. I don't know when I learned that. I need to get rid of 3. I don't love Blow Blast. Maybe I get rid of Blow Blast. But yeah, I'm just like... I'm more or less... Like, I would even like to... If you've been watching this series, you know that I do make attempts to gradually figure out more of this game and become better at using the mechanics. Sometimes I just fucking can't tell what's going on and die very quickly to a bunch of bats. And sometimes I accidentally use the divine basalt blow when I meant to heal because I'm not paying attention and I'm talking. So I forget where I am in a combo. I'm trying to retreat for now. I cannot see. I cannot see. I have no eyes and I cannot see. Are they not weak to water? Why did that? Thanks for the heal. Ugh. Lila was dead? Get her out of there, I guess. I don't fucking know. There's a chest in there. What if I just said fuck the chests? Because I'm getting a little sick of just these fights that I can't avoid because they're very narrow corridors. And the enemies are giant. Okay. Wait. Shit. this time. I was facing this way. I was facing this way when I started, so I'm gonna go this way. Oh, okay. No luck. I'm gonna just run around a bit. I don't really remember. I fought a bunch of enemies last time, but I did not feel that fighting the enemies was necessarily what made... I'm not sure that's like what triggered the enemies to appear, you know? Or if I just found them. So it looks like when I dash forward, it does a little thing. It does an attack. I hate Arrow Squall. Or I hate that I can shoot the attack and then I hate that I can shoot it and then get interrupted after I'm like while I'm in the post fire. I'm just trying to heal while they kill it. And for some reason I targeted Rose there and not the people who are at half health. I don't know. I don't know. I completely lost every train of thought that I had. Basically, I mean, if you want my opinion in general, I think that change for change's sake is good. Like, I think every entry in a game should be different. Maybe even substantially different. For no other reason than that the old games are there already. I don't need them to re-release Zestiria or Zestiria. I just don't care. Like, those games are still there and I can replay them. And I do replay them sometimes. I would rather have a different game that's worse than the same game that's not... I don't know. Maybe that's a radical take that the gamers hate, but I feel like it. Why can't computers dodge attacks? Like, ever? Like, it's actually just absurd that there's no... Let's talk about engaging mechanics. Maybe I should actually use this. Yeah, sure, go all out. I don't know. I don't have a whole lot of... logic for this. for why I'm doing what I'm doing. And that's an example of, like, if I were playing this game a lot and for long stretches of time, I could, like, continue to tweak that until it is at something that I think is successful. You know, I could actually, like, experiment with that, and maybe it would be good. I kind of have a hard time believing that just changing a couple settings is going to dramatically change how well my AI performs, but I don't know. I suppose it's possible. I armatized without really meaning to. Oh my god, this terrain sucks. Jesus. Oh my god. I guess I'm just supposed to fucking... Why did new enemies spawn? I don't understand that. Is that a complex mechanic that I'm not understanding? Oh, that's the bats have an attack that's like call allies or something. I do remember that. It's something I barely remember because I haven't played the game in a week. But I don't know. I keep pressing this button. I've been playing Skyward Sword, and in order to move the camera, you have to hold the left bumper, because when you're not playing with motion controls, which I am not because of my injured wrists, well, it's actually not my wrists, it's my elbows, my injured elbows, not using motion controls. Anyway, oh, these were water. Why did I think they were weak to earth? Finish these off. I would like to be able to see him, like at least a little bit. These guys aren't so bad. Saray, I know it's set to do it for attacking. And if I set it to anything but do it for attacks, then he'll never use it. I guess what I should do, like, if I'm actually doing this, is I come in here and change, like, I change all this before a boss fight. You know, previous Tales games had, like, presets. And in this game you can do the different, like, commands in battle, but you don't get to set up, like, an individual strategy page for each of the commands. I literally don't know what I'm doing here besides just, like, running around fighting enemies and waiting for something to appear. I'm not sure this section of the game has the best conveyance, if I'm being honest. Zavid, why are you dying to a single enemy? What happens over there? I gotta keep this dickhead alive. Oh my god. This is a very annoying section of the game, I have to say. I don't remember hating this as much as I did, but this is awful. Like, why is there an invisible wall here? What? There's no... Like, I don't have an objective. I'm just... I see them over there, finally, but I also cannot get them, so I just... I don't fucking... Like, have they been there the whole time? Just had to save Miklio's act. That's like... Is there a strategy setting where I can make it so that they cancel their cast when an enemy is attacking them? I kind of think I can't. I don't think I can't. I need to... These guys gotta stop doing call backup, because that can't be happening. Can I go here yet? I see them. Why are you giving me an invisible wall without any sort of explanation? Am I... It's not even a... It's just a wall. It's a... It's not even a complete circle. It's just a one-sided wall. Again, this wouldn't even be a bad section of the game. It just needs conveyance. Tell me what I'm supposed to be like... Why not show me a wall if I'm not supposed to go that way? Oh, he resists. For some reason, when I looked at that, I read it as him not being weak to water, not resisting, which it makes complete sense that he resists it. I just literally misread it. Did what I could to help him, and he's just gonna die anyway. I'm gonna focus on this lady. Excuse me. He's just... I couldn't move that entire time. That's not how my combos work. I have to actually, like, space my attacks. For some reason, he staggers me for 3 hours. Still can't move. Still can't move. Still can't move. This game's a joke. I very much don't want to die here. Because I had that. And this wasn't even a good one. Who's over there? I'm in danger. How is I? I'm more than a little frustrated. I don't know. This is going fine. It's making me use items. That's what fights are supposed to do. I just feel like it's not really earning these items. It's just they do more than me. The stagger duration is so unbelievably long. I'm about to die because I'm in a combo that I can't get out of. He missed. He just missed. Saray, I'm begging you to do something of worth. What are you doing over here, bud? Nothing? Okay, good to know. I have to just continuously dodge this guy, because if he ever hits me, I get stuck for an hour. out of range. That's great. I was 25 damage short. I don't know. This is fine. I'm just... Mikleo, you dodged into it! Why are you being a dope? The attacks were just going right between us because I cleverly dodged. And Mikleo's like... I gotta get in the way. I gotta take the bullet. Like, I don't think that's just his strategy being set to the wrong thing. Got him. Okay. That was fine. That was fine. I'm a little frustrated. My mom just replied to one of my tweets, which is never good. Okay, no, that's fine. Passable? They're 10 times better. They're stronger than us. I wish I had 12,000 HP and could chain twice as many combos together. That's just frustrating. It's a pet peeve of mine when mirror matches aren't actual mirror matches. That's my Dark Link in the water temple. I should let them talk. Okay. Actually, you know what I should do? How long have I been recording? Okay, I still have time. I actually have to Alt-Tab to look. We're in the depths here. Yes, okay. I will go back and heal again. Or not heal, get more shit. I don't know. I wish I were a lot better at these games. I wish I were like an expert. There was a while where I was pretty good at Abyss, genuinely. There was a while where I was pretty good at Berseria too. I mean, whether the gamers would admit I'm good at it, I don't know. Maybe I was playing kind of scrubby still, but I was winning at the hardest difficulties. So, whatever that's worth. We've already seen this conversation. So I was talking over it, sorry. I don't know. I'm in a grumpy mood, I guess. Wait, I don't want to buy that many all divides. I mean, I kind of do. I don't think it's necessary. You know what I haven't done in a long time? Looked at equipment. I had this, as much as I do like this game, I don't think the gamers are totally wrong in preferring the older style of the games. There's a lot less one-shotting. That's amazing. I think that's maybe overkill. You know, like... I think it just might be... You're losing a little too much. There's diminishing returns on how much focus actually does you any good. Yeah, that's pretty good. He cannot... Sooner or later, I just saw Shield, which means eventually I'm gonna find Phoenix. Actually, I know exactly where Phoenix is. I just haven't talked to him. I don't know. I wish I could play these games all day and master every mechanic. But I also don't wish that at all. I don't know. I'm also like not a JRPG player natively. This is basically the only like real JRPG series that I play regularly. So I can't really compare it to many other games. I like these games. They're different from the old Tales games. I love that line. She's got no weaknesses. Like, is there a mechanic that governs why she didn't take damage right there? Is that something that I haven't learned? Or I'm playing improperly around? Or is that just like that sometimes they don't take damage? Is that an interactive mechanic, is what I'm asking. Of course it's a mechanic. Sorry, Saray, I just kind of knocked her out of your spell. We are stacking this combo way the hell up, though. And to think we're gonna lose this. We're not gonna be able to combo enemies in the next game. It's so sad. Can't believe they've gotten rid of combos. I'm blaming Saray for that, because he triggered her spell early. Wrong target. That's something else that's one of my... If there's a way to target enemies, or to target allies for healing, I mean, in this game and in Zestiria, I genuinely do not know what it is. I've tried everything. I think it's just it picks it for you. I hate that. That's one of those changes that I just feel like is worse, and it's not different than the old games. It's just worse. That's something that I would change if I could. I wonder if that will be still the case in Arise. I'm gonna take a Saray for a little while because oh, I tried. I tried to stagger. I was almost... Oh, she's got little clonies now. They're weak, but they are there. That's the real one. But I should maybe take care of the ads here. And I use your Armatus. Thank you. I don't want to die. I don't want either of us to die. I can't do anything for you. I can right now. Hey, you actually dodged for once. Nicely done. Well, I guess I'll just do it myself. That's the full one? That's the real one? I'm just gonna get this out of the way. And hopefully it hits one of the other ones. It didn't look like it did. At this point, I wonder if it's even worth it. Ooh, Zavid, are you okay? That looked rough. No, knowing Zavid, he's like, hell yeah, this rocks. Oh, that was not my ally spell. I was like, ooh, that looks friendly. I'm gonna heal my friend over here. That should get hurt. Not quite. That's the real one. This fight makes me slow down and think for a bit, which I don't hate. I'm gonna do that. Oh, that didn't quite do it. It was close. They're both really close. Oh, I tried to make... That camera jittering right there was me trying to make them armatize because I knew they were about to die. But I was a little too slow. Hello? 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 Oh, whoops. I was pressing the wrong button. Her pain noises are trigger a little too often. I don't know if you can even hear them because they're kind of bassy. But she's like every single hit. It's jarring. This is pretty much over. I like this fight. The clones showing up in the middle really breaks up the fight into like multiple phases without being a true multi-phase fight. I like that. Multi-phase fights can be really annoying when they like stop the fight, but this was just a, you know, good old-fashioned, she does a new move partway through the fight. Don't die, Micleo. She's so low. Okay. I saw her running for him as soon as I revived him, and I saw him start casting a spell. I'm like, oh, he's not gonna block. She's just gonna run up. She's just gonna run up and stab him. An age of lifeless beings? I kind of did forget about him. He's kind of forgettable. Lame character. I shouldn't say that. It's a bad word to have in my lexicon. Alright, that's his name, Dezel.
You stopped resisting. Have you ever felt truly alive? What? It is true that fighting back brings pain and suffering. But once you raise your head and take the first step toward your answer, wouldn't you think that is when life begins? At first, I'm sure, Dezel was trying to break free from his suffering. But even when he remembered his true past, did he curse the very sins you speak of? Did he despair and just give up?
Oh, I see.
So that's why in the end, Dezel was smiling. Why he was able to smile. Is that it, Lila? What does that matter? If you don't reach the correct answer, you've got nothing to show for it but hollow contentment.
When did contentment become a bad thing? The goal is important, but that doesn't mean that the journey is not.
That was a dramatic camera move.
Haven't you noticed by now? We're pressed for time, and yet here Lila is trying to do you a favor.
Simone, remember what you asked me that one time? Should one who only brings misfortune be allowed to exist?
Screenshot it. Oh, I was too slow.
Well, I mean, that's not what I really wanted to say. Like, don't try to be eloquent. I think all kinds of people should live together.
It's okay to be evil.
For all of us
What's
to
that
live.
meme?
And so you too.
Murder is okay. Is that the meme?
You don't even understand how cruel you are. You taught me happiness, and even now you snatch it away from me. I have no reason to exist if I cannot work for the cause of our Lord. No reason at all. Does she not get it? Can I please punch her?
Let's go, Saray. Yeah.
Crying in the club. Kinda lost at her own game, huh? Oh, she's still going. Okay, I want to get to a save point. Actually, excuse me. Alright, that's the end of this episode. Now let me just Alt-Tab and stop the recording. Bye.